In July 2026, we traveled to Indonesian island of Java with this question. Is it better to visit Mount Bromo at sunrise and squeeze through the crowds? Or should you settle for a much more relaxed sunset? We settled for sunset, and then this happened. We are in East Java and we are here because we wanted to see Mount Bromo. Leaving the hotel for the sunset. Weather is somehow questionable, but we hope that it will at least stay like this and that we'll see nice panoramas. We are staying near the village called Wonokitri and we ordered a jeep. And this one looks quite nice. We don't know if it's ours, but I kind of like the color. Booking a jeep for an afternoon trip was no problem at all. There were still a lot of drivers who don't sleep during the day after a busy night. The journey to Mount Bromo should be around 40 minutes. After just a few minutes on the road, we encountered our first surprise. Wonokitri was much livelier than you would expect on a Monday around lunchtime. The locals welcomed us with music and dancing. Some primary school pupils joined in too. It's Monday noon, so I wonder what is happening here. There are some soldiers, or maybe they're just dressed like soldiers. It's a very old soldier, this one. The driver just told us that today is a national holiday, that's why all the people are here. So, and I really wanted to avoid weekends because I wanted to avoid crowds for Bromo. You cannot plan things 100% because you never know about the national holidays, especially in countries such Indonesia. So I hope that there won't be like whole Indonesia in Mount Bromo. Since sunset was still several hours away, we first drove down into the volcanic Caldera. We were surprised to discover that the most visually impressive feature wasn't Bromo itself, but the even taller greenish-brown hill standing right next to it, Mount Batok. We arrived into a caldera of Bromo, but we didn't go to the crater yet. And this place is called Teletubbies. Around us, a lot of clouds. We are in the heights of 2,100 and something. So we are quite high, and I would say we are at the level of some lower clouds. So Hans would like to touch them for sure. But it's not just clouds you can see there, because there's a lot of dust from the ground too. Yeah, it's only a slight movement is enough and you are just dirty. So also when there are tens or hundreds of cars and people in the morning, it would be just hell here. And the wind blows, so you don't really need like 500 cars here. You only need a little bit of wind. What do you think about this place?
I think it's there, the green is nicer.
It's okay. I would say it's okay.
Yes, it's okay.
But it's not the...
But opposite, I like it because it's look high.
Yeah, imagine we are very high and those mountains around us, they're just walls of caldera. Just a minute from Teletubbies is a place called Sea of Sand, which is, as you see, like a large place full of black sand. This silver hill behind me, it's a crater of Bromo. We will go there from that side up to the crater and we will see that. So this is Bromo, this is the other hill, and this is Sea of Sand. I heard a lot about this place and I don't find it that attractive. We parked our Jeep here and the driver said that it's a great place for a picture on the Jeep. So we can sit on the jeep. Ons, come here, come here. And this is one of the iconic shots from Mount Bromo. And again, not far from Sea of Sand, there is the main spot for going to Mount Bromo crater. As you can see, there are some horses. You can rent them for 250,000. It's there and back. For one way, it's 150. But we are not going to use them because we don't really like using animals in this way. Although the horses, as you can see, they look quite nice, quite healthy. So maybe let's hope they have good service. I thought this would be some ancient place with some really old cross, but obviously I was wrong. It seems that the sand here is a little bit heavier, so you don't get so much dust. Also, actually a lot of people ride this on a motorcycle, so, and it's not far. So. And before you get to the crater, there's some kind of Hindu temple. The Pura Luhur Poten temple is an important spiritual center for the Tengger Hindu community living in the surrounding villages. During the annual Kasada ceremony, they pray here before forming a procession up to the crater of the sacred Mount Bromo, where they throw offerings into the volcano. So Pons is trying to leave the jacket here. Actually, she doesn't want anything to buy, but she wants to get some sympathy from the lady, so she would buy it and then ask her for keeping her jacket.
Can I leave jacket here? I will come back again soon.
Hey, hello.
Where?
Yeah, she succeeded. Okay. Now it looks really interesting. It looks like the start of a big adventure. Look at that. I told Ons that this area could be dusty, and because she's Thai, she was very responsible and took a mask. Actually, the air here is quite fine.
There's many dust.
You feel the dust?
Not much.
I think you could survive without the mask, and you could breathe easily.
But it's not good. I can breathe.
Okay.
Good.
This is a hospital mask.
No.
No.
COVID.
COVID, okay. If someone has COVID here, no chance to infect Ons. As we got closer to Bromo's crater, we could see the staircase leading all the way up to the rim more and more clearly. One member of our team attempted to act exhausted, only to be rescued by the rest stop that suddenly appeared. Just before starting the climb to the crater, we came across a vendor selling dried flowers, which the Tengger people traditionally offer to Mount Bromo. For tourists, he had a special edition alongside the usual color.
This is the Bromo is holy mountain.
Okay.
Not just for Hindus, just for Muslim not. It's public people. Maybe you want to pray from the heart. This is for the truth.
You want color white?
Maybe you want to give this.
Okay.
Thank you. So we have the flower, and a lot of tourists, actually some group from Netherlands just left the place, which is also very good news. You are at the sacred site of Tengger community. Okay. And 1 million stairs to the crater of Mount Bromo. So close to the crater now. Wow! Look at the sulfur yellow color. I must say I didn't expect to be this like active. And I just met a guy who told me that he went quite far this direction, and actually it was possible to see the opposite side of the ridge, to see into valley. As it was very nice. I'm not going to go there because Ons is a little bit scared. She's afraid that I will fall down. So I don't want to scare her that much, but a little bit. It's not such a problem, because the reward for everything is so big. I headed down. Just as I had Ons inside, the ground suddenly shook. And again. All right, no eruption this time. But Bromo erupts often. Most recently in the winter of 2023. Let's hope the mountain stays on our side. But this was only a part of our story. We returned across the sea of sand to the jeep and headed to the viewpoints located high above the Caldera's walls. As the hours passed, more and more clouds gathered over the Caldera. Would we make it to the viewpoint before it clouded over? So the view at King Kong Hill gets 0 points. Imagine hundreds of people here waiting for sunrise. Of course, it's disappointing to come so far from Europe and not to see the viewpoint. King Kong Hill is at the height of 2,660 meters. So we are in the clouds and we won't see anything today, unfortunately. But we have one more chance, one more shot to go to a place for the sunset. If the flower really was used properly, if Ons said the right prayer, Maybe we will see something. This viewpoint is even higher, 2,760 meters above the sea. Yeah, imagine that again. Hundreds of people here waiting, screaming in excitement. Wow, that's the beautiful view. That's the most beautiful view I've ever seen in my life. But there's a nice tree in the fog. So this is Batok. This is Bromo. And this is Semeru. So at least we've seen Semeru, we've seen Batok. Well, we were at Bromo. And as for the viewpoint, let's use some imagination.
Imagine we are here, Bromo viewpoint. And this is Bromo here, and this Batok here, and there is Semeru there.
Yeah, very beautiful.
Yes.
But it still wasn't over yet. We've got another chance. Yesterday we were pretty sad that we didn't see anything from the viewpoints, but then a lot of things happened. Our driver for today, which would have taken us to Surabaya, had to come a little bit later, so we had some time, and the sky looks to be almost perfect now. So we paid another jeep, paid another ticket just to go up and try our luck for a second time. We are quite excited. It's around 9 a.m. and the weather is much better than yesterday, and we can clearly see the view, the panorama we wanted to see, which is the first hill, the green and brown is Batok. Next to it you see the crater of Mount Bromo. It's lower than Batok, but there you can see the steam coming out of the crater. And in the back, currently with some clouds hiding the very top, is volcano Semeru, which is very close to Basebu. And there it was. The panorama that had been hidden from us yesterday was now laid out right in front of us. We also stopped at King Kong Hill, a viewpoint located slightly closer to the volcano. Below us stretched the Caldera, with the access road and the temple sitting right beneath Bromo's crater. Yeah, now we decided for some fitness test, which would be running to the top of Sunrise Point, which is this staircase. Go! I'm behind you. Faster! Faster, faster, faster! Is there any doctor at the top? Let's go, let's go! What's wrong with you? Hey, winner! Is it better to chase the sunrise at Mount Bromo or let the mountain reveal itself on your own terms? At dawn, you get the iconic panorama, but it means waking up in the middle of the night, then sharing the view with hundreds of jeeps, 1,000 people, and chilly early morning air. Come later, and the mountain can feel like it belongs only to you. The viewpoints empty out, the air warms up, and Bromo stops being a postcard and starts feeling like an adventure. Yes, clouds can roll in by late morning, even in July, but sometimes that uncertainty is part of the story. For most, Bromo is about the sunrise view. The walk to the crater is just an extra. For us, it was almost the opposite. Maybe because we didn't see the sunrise, or maybe because climbing a living volcano is worth more than another perfect shot.
As I said, this is the place where the clouds are created.